on how much they enjoy interacting with people. At the extremes, some crave human attention, while others will actively avoid it. Most cats are somewhere in the middle, enjoying some form of physical interaction with their owners at least. There are some general principles to take into consideration when handling cats. Firstly, it is important to consider how cats physically interact with one another. That teaches us a lot about how cats like to be touched. Cats tend to greet one another face to face, usually by briefly touching noses as they sniff one another. If the cats know each other and are friendly towards one another, they may then rub their faces against one another. In some cases, they may rub their bodies against one another and even intertwine their tails or sniff each other's rear ends. Cats that are very closely bonded may rest in close proximity to one another or even in physical contact. They may also groom each other, generally on and around the head. Thus, it is no surprise that cats prefer contact around the head and face as opposed to other parts of their bodies. These areas are rich in scent glands, particularly under the chin, the cheeks, the corners of the mouth, and the area in front of each ear where the fur is sparse. Cats use these areas to rub against other cats, people, and objects, depositing chemical messages. Before stroking a cat, it is always a good idea to offer a hand to the cat to see if it chooses to facial rub against your hand. If it does, this is often a good sign that it will be receptive to being stroked. Once you have stroked a cat, it is always a good idea to stop and observe what the cat does. If it moves towards you, or rubs its head against you, or just generally remains relaxed and close to you, it is a clear sign that the cat enjoyed the interaction and is likely to be happy for it to continue. However, if it moves away or does something else, the cat is clearly saying it does not want any more interaction at this time, and that should be respected. Cats generally prefer stroking in two forms: gentle, slow stroking with the hand or fingers in the direction of the fur, and scratching with the fingertips. This tends to be preferred on the face, particularly under the chin and round the cheeks. But every cat is different, so it is important to learn what each individual cat likes. As well as being stroked on the head and the face, some cats enjoy being stroked down the back, onto the base of the tail, and even up the tail. However, many do not enjoy this, and those that do enjoy it often only do so for a short period of time. Some cats enjoy being picked up to be stroked, while others would prefer not to be. However, sometimes cats need to be picked up, for example, if being placed into a cat carrier if not trained to enter voluntarily. To pick a cat up, it is important to greet it appropriately so as not to startle it, to try and come down to its level as much as possible, and to gently but firmly pick it up using both hands, one supporting the rear and the other supporting and gently restraining the chest and front legs. Many cats prefer physical interactions that are little and often, as opposed to one long bout of interaction. There are always exceptions to the rule, so it is important to read the cat's body language to check it is enjoying the interaction. Signs that a cat is enjoying the interaction include pushing its body weight into the hand stroking it, slow rhythmic purring, and gently closing the eyes. Even a sociable cat can have times where it no longer wants to be stroked, either because it is simply not in the mood, has become overexcited, or has become frustrated by the handling. Typical signs to look for that are good indicators the interaction should stop include dilated pupils, rolling quickly on its back and side to side, claws being revealed, paw pushing your hand away, the cat suddenly moves quickly, scratching or attempting to scratch you, scratching the floor or furniture, and skin rippling and twitching. Following these tips should help you get the best interactions out of the cats in your lives.